Wisconsin. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Green Bay Packers. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. His guys got the season started on a high note, a home victory in the opener. His counterpart on the Packers' sideline, Matt LaFleur. His guys, on the other hand, weren't as fortunate in the opener, so they'll look for their first win here at home in week 2. Game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. But you look at this defense. This unit, 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results are pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out?
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Inside the 20. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
But now he's swallowed up and taken down. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Here we go.
To throw now. Here's Love. Under pressure, and they get it to him again. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away. Oh, the return is Jones. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And the guys on the other side of the ball know they'll have to be on their toes. And it's obviously not just the passing, but the running element that makes him dangerous. He ran for over 100 yards in that game last week. So keeping him contained will be a big emphasis for this defense.
And he's got this down to the 35. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down. Allen off the play fake. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. Allen now looks to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Allen, nifty footwork. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Josh Allen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer 1st down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a give to Jacobs running right to the 43, 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Love from the gun on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Here's Jordan Stout now. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Bills, 1st down. A gain of 59 yards. 1st down, Bills.
To throw, it's Allen. Now he's going to step up and run. That's caught. Kincaid for the Bills. Touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but hold on, you finish.
Okay.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Love now. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up
throwing. Love. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Jones on the return. Fancy footwork at the 45. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
That's good for a Bills 1st down. A gain of 11 on the play.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. To the air, Allen. Quick slant to Shakir. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 30. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Allen. Now he'll tuck this and run. Allen, nifty footwork. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now Allen. Now he's going to step up and run. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Week 1 was full of surprises, full of intrigue, and a lot of firsts for the young players. What will Week 2 bring? Let's dive in. Our trip around the NFL starts now. We begin right here in the Sunshine State. It's the Bucs at home to take on the Panthers in the NFC South. And this is Bucky Irving. He gets it, he finds some field, and he's going to leave everyone in his wake. He's gone. From there, it's off to Atlanta. Let's look in on the Falcons. They're playing host to the New Orleans Saints. And it's Chris Olave. He's going to find an opening down the field and pull this one in. A 55-yard touchdown. The Saints have the lead at the half in a battle of teams looking to avoid starting 0-2. One more to bring you, and it's from the nation's capital. It's the Commanders taking on the Houston Texans. And this is Jaden Daniels, finding his tight end, Jake Ferguson, in the end zone. The Commanders with the lead at the half in a battle of 1-0 teams. And time now for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters, as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They run again on 1st down. Cook. On a return and run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They run it again with Cook. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills are an extra point away from going up by 30.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. They find some open field here. And all the way down to the 37. 54 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings
Let's
up
go.
2nd and 7.
Yellow, set.
In motion goes the tight end. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go to the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
A 52-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Now Allen off the bootleg. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And they're going to speed things up here.
And the Bills, first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Allen. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
40. That's another Bills first down.
On play action, Allen. That's caught. Kincaid for the Bills touchdown. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Bills have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, you don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. 2nd and 9. Love looking to throw it. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Escapes. And the boot comes out. Love lost it. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Back
back now at Lambeau. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Let's go.
Love. Pressure comes and down he goes. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. The Packers on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be third and forever. And this throw will be intercepted. How about this? And a great return here gets us all the way down to the 26-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game,
and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. That last run, one of many that we've seen from him, and it's going to be the one that breaks Colin Kaepernick's single-game record of 181 rushing yards, set back in the divisional round of the playoffs in January of 2013. Throwing now is Allen. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Second and goal from the 1.
Second and goal at the 1-yard line.
Here's Allen to throw it. Now a run here off the arc. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
as well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Pass on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was Josh Allen using his legs to polish things off. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bills now making their way back out onto the field. I'm just wondering, do they want to add on to this gigantic lead? My guess, given how they like to play and how explosive this offense is, Charles, that they're not content being up by this margin. They probably want more.
And if they do, go and get more. Oh, look out. At that point, we'll just aim the camera for the first game handshake because that one might be a little bit on the tense side, the way that this one is turning out.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up second down.
Second down at the 31-yard line.
32. Ready.
Now Love. Got Dobbs over the middle. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
5-yard gain on the play. And the Packers.
Here's Love. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
It's a gain of 20. That's another Packers
Cut.
first down.
60 red.
First and 10.
Back to throw again. Wide open receiver complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
A gain of 40.
Here we go.
Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped here for no gain, and that is going to be the final play of this football game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Bills, it's an early road victory as they move to 2-0 now on the young season. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.